Child time. Child time. Wake your game up or fuck your name up, man. What's the deal, everybody? Yeah, it's Trim La Creme, man. I'm tuning back in with my people one time, man. I guess, piggybacking off what I was talking about earlier, man, and hoping everybody can kind of like just really chime in with what's going on in the sequence of events, man, that's happening. So first and foremost, as I said, I'm Trim LA Crim, Trim LA Criminal, you know what I'm saying? Trim like Crim, Slim guy, I'm saying? LA native and criminal in the sense of, I don't give a fuck how much money I get, man. I'm always gonna scheme and dream, man, because that's the one thing that I personally feel like the game gods gave me. I can't speak on nobody else, you know what I'm saying, and what they do. I can only speak on what I do and believe in. Now, keeping it solid. Boom. After the initial bank robbery, or while was going on, right after I backed up and then I hit the button for my seat and I noticed they shot the windshield, the front windshield out. What I did was I had to reassess myself, right? Because what happened was, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm not gonna magnify my glass or magnify the phone, but I have like a little mark right here where glass fragments was in my eye and etc. But what happened was I did some Spider-Man shit, growing up in West LA, a lot of us used to flip, man. We had a whole lot of trampolines. A lot of us was athletic, so a lot of us played, throw up football, throw up tackle with the football, basketball, shit like that, man. So I was always athletic, you know what I'm saying, in my own right. So what I did was I opened the door real brief and slight, like about 90 degrees in angle. Then I climbed out the car like Spider-Man and was holding on to the pipes. And I like was holding on to the pipes upside down, and it was burning me up, of course. But at that time, I really didn't care about the burn marks because all I seen was beams on the concrete. You gotta keep in mind we in Buena Park, California, man, and it's like midsummer. It just started. But it's midsummer, so it's hella hot. So the beams are beaming. It's like about 30, 40 beams, man. No cap, man. And I'm just putting paint where it ain't, man. On God. It was about 30, 40 beams, man. It was like, doing this type of shit. So imagine me seeing that, or you seeing that, or your kid seeing that, or your girl seeing that, or whoever seeing that, or these kids that I was with seeing that. Because keep in mind, I was the only 18-year-old person there. Everybody else, 16, 15, 16, 16, and then a few other homies, right? Like I said, I ain't putting nobody's name out there, right? But it's all public record. And anybody that didn't snitch, didn't make no statements and do nothing that they wasn't supposed to do, yeah, you'll see they issue. But anybody that says something under seal, etc., you won't see that issue. You feel me? But all you gotta do is look up that bank robbery, 2004, man. Cross street from Knott's Berry Farm, man. And I ain't blasting nobody, man, because it ain't about that. My life is totally different. I live a whole different, what I'm saying, concept. And I still live with my demons, and I still believe in what I believe in terms of the hood. People gonna realize, like, I'm not a nigga that just kind of showed up around the 30s from high school or fucking with a female or fucking with a nigga that was from Harlem. Nah, my whole family is from the 30s. So when I came to recollection of what's going on around me, it was only these thumbs. And so it's like, okay, this is what I do. Then when my mom met Big Lefty, it was like, okay, well, I got an example of how I carry these thumbs. So now, early in life, I caught the case. So it's like, I caught the case as soon as I like left off the porch, for lack of a better word, man. And I don't even look. One night, and this is gonna like really like be intimate with my peoples and my followers and my friends, man. But I'm gonna be real. One night I woke up. Now Big Lefty being the penitentiary nigga he is, he didn't like sleeping on the bottom bunk. He was my bunkie. Still pops my bunkie. Imagine that, doing 3 years in the MDC fighting our case. He's my bunkie, so we chopping our case up. But look, point being, one night I woke up and we don't have boxers. We have like in the county. You got like boxer briefs. In the MDC LA, which is Alameda and Aliso, downtown LA, which I was there for almost like 35 months fighting my case, my federal charge. Lefty is sitting on the top bunk, and he happened to be the type of person that liked to eat Jolly Ranchers at night. So we got like a mouthful of candy, and you know it's crazy. It's like it used to put me to sleep. As long as I hear the candy in his mouth, I'm good. But when the candy stopped, I wake up. So I heard the candy stop, and I woke up. And then when I woke up, I heard him sniffing. Long story short, he was crying, and then we had the long talk, and he like kind of was blaming himself for what happened. And I told him simply like this: look, at the end of the day, man, if we would have won in our endeavors, I wouldn't have had nothing to say, or anybody wouldn't have had nothing to say. So since everything happened the way it did, man, let's just live with it and learn how to deal with it and rise above it. And I said this as a 18-year-old guy fresh off the porch. First time in a real penitentiary. Now, I had already been in a pen at this time. I had done 13 months. Yeah, believe it or not, I had done 13 months in the state, but I was fresh out the state, and so this is a whole different ball game. But point being, he was crying, and I told him that, and we had a like hug. We hugged it out, man. He was in his briefs, and it was just a funny picture to see this big old G nigga, man, like breaking down, man. But you gotta think, he was in love with my mom. He loved my mom. My mom is a beautiful queen. And he personally felt like he failed her, and he didn't fail her. You know what I'm saying? So if Big Lefty ever hear this, bro, you didn't fail my mom, you didn't fail me. Believe it or not, all you know is how to get to it. And I don't blame you, bro. I love you. Yeah, hopefully your sons will one day hear this and know that I love them. But at the end of the day, me, I gotta live my motherfucking life. You feel me? And that's as simple. My mom had passed on, and I was the one person that I turned to. Now I have nobody but my game and my prayers, bro. So I'm just keeping it solid. This is therapeutic for me, to be able to talk to my people, to be able to relate to somebody else if possible, and to just like share some game. I already been through some shit. Nigga, I already robbed a bank, nigga, and we was getting to it, nigga, and we was always about that, man. Anybody know about these thumbs, nigga? Well, yeah. These thumbs? Huh. No, bro, we's a rowdy set of real Crips. But I had to like really dive in to really see. So regressing back to the story. So after which they come out, I do what I do. I ram the car, and I try to like get out, and the homies like out the car running. I don't know where they gone, and I ain't gonna blast nobody, but I'm gonna keep it 100. We had them in the car with us. We had one more car with us. Yeah, it was a car full of homies, all Harlems. There was a few other Crips from Watts. Yeah, all of that. Like I said, it's public record. I ain't gonna say nobody hood. I ain't gonna say nobody name. But as we are getting apprehended or running from the police, you hear gunshots, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they shooting at the other homies too. It's all in the paper, cuz. Remember, June 4th, 2004. No cap. Knott's Berry Farm, they called us like some bandits or something like that, right? We was all in the paper, cuz. Was all on the news. But look, point being, so I get up and run. So as I'm running across Knott's Boulevard or Avenue or one of them, but it's Knott's. I'm running across. I see the beams. On God, no cap, heartbeat. If I'm lying, I'm flying right now to 9. Yeah, man. I looked down and seen a million beams, my nigga, on my back, bro. Shit. So it's like, nigga, you know how they say that fight or flight, you only got like 4 to 5 seconds, man, for the stimulus to kick in. Yeah, man. I damn near shooting on myself because I knew it was going to bust on us. They was already shooting. But point being, it was a fence. It was some type of fence, like right there in the area. So I jumped on it and kind of scaled like Spider-Man, no cap. I swear to God. Imagine if it's a big ass fence, but it's full with like leaves or, tree, like, like the branches and shit, and you can jump up and just grab on, but it was thorns. Yeah, I took all that. But I'm trying to climb and scale this motherfucker because I'm trying to get away from these beams and these police. Didn't work out like that. Because within 5 seconds of me getting on that motherfucking fence, now I got slam boom through out on my back, all that, Macho Man Savage, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, all that. They did all that to me. And it was cool, because my adrenaline was up. But after I came down from the high, man, I was fucked up. I got another good point I want to make, man, before I proceed, man, with the rest of the story. So what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to remember 2 things. First thing is, man, stay black until I get back in this motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? The second thing is this. Remember, my name is Tremla Crimp, and this is the game of life, man. And if you stay tuned, man, you gonna learn some shit. You gonna learn some shit, and you gonna learn some shit. Stay entertained, man, and put your best